How's it going, bros? My name is Divik and welcome back into a new video. Okay, so we got some good news, got some bad news, and if you're an Arc Editions fan, we got some fantastic news. Okay, so let's get into the bad news first, which is that Evo Mosa and the Rex Tarbo update is not coming out this month. So, and neither will Mosa. So let's just read the text straight away. Mosa won't be coming out this month. I'm not sure if the update with Rex/Tarbo will either. ETA is now November for both. Just November. Super important things have come up and I will be up to my neck in work, and that takes priority because it's my job. Job equals money equals bills are paid and I can afford to live. Please understand I am super sorry, but it be what it be. I will be coordinating with my team, however, to get things moving along while I am unable to fully oversee production on our upcoming mod projects. And when my time is more free, things will pick back up, and you'll have some more amazing new creatures to mess with. I'll keep you guys updated when I can. Most likely, news on Paleo Arc will slow down, and you'll see a thing or two on the weekends showcasing what we've been working on, aka more Paleo news in the near future. So I'm actually going to skip some news ahead, a little bit of news ahead a little bit, and go into what we just got actually as of like 15 minutes ago, which is more looks at Elasmosaurus. So let's read the text first. Nobody could have done our Plesiosaur TLC, aka Elasmosaurus, better than Dark Edge TV. Thank you, help me take a look at this nightmare. The sculpt is completely finished, now on to texturing. Elasmo won't be dropping soon as we're prioritizing other dinos at the moment, but expect him early 2025. And so we have our look at Elasmosaurus here, and this guy has always been a nightmare critter to me, but like goodness, the sculpt is fantastic. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. And speaking of Dark Edge TV, we'll talk about her again here in just a minute. But just looking at all the different angles, the up close look at the face, oh my gosh, I freaking love it. This thing is spectacular. Man, oh freaking man, I love it. It's definitely a nightmare critter, that is for sure. Let me know what you guys think of the Elasmo in the comment section below, and of course, we'll get onto it again very, very soon. So, a stage event was held recently in the Garuga Discord, and I have all of the information here. This is courtesy of user Max. I don't know who Max is, but let's get into the information. So, Edmontonia. It has an omnidirectional movement and it has zero knockback. It will spawn in most maps and it will not be restricted to just desert regions. So I believe that is just aberration that it will not spawn because, well, yeah. And as far as attacks, it has two, and they are inexplicably linked with each other. So check it out: a thrust attack which can be used for rock gathering in a node, which gives you flint, will also give you spark powder. Its main niche is that it will be able to stack up to 10 powder, quote unquote, charges onto enemies. This charge is increased with the tick of damage of fire-based weaponry on the target. So your fire wyverns, flamethrowers, the the pyro main, or even your torch, I believe the torch, I'm not sure if that one counts, but I believe it does. And the secondary attack is a tail whip, which can create an explosion if the creature is hit has powder charges stacked up. It has a 75 weight reduction on metal and 50% weight reduction on any other mineral based resource, so stone, flint, obsidian, and things like that. I'm pretty sure element ore also counts in there, so that's really good too. It has two saddles. It has a more primitive one, which can carry up to only one survivor, and a second one, which I've shown off before, which is the flamethrower saddle, which I don't have that image anymore, but you guys know what it looks like already. It carries two flamethrower seats and a rider seat as well. If I can track down that image, I'll have it on screen for you guys. Now, to tame this creature, you must apply fire damage to creatures that Edmontonia marks with powder charges, making it gain taming affinity. As far as other Arc Editions news, I know you guys have been real excited about me talking about this, so let's continue on. Sugo now has a base model and will only be aggressive to you in water. So it is a passive carnivore, much like, say, oh gosh, the mushroom guy. The text will be on screen. I can't remember the name of often Eocacaria. There it is. Eocacaria is another one that comes to mind immediately. But there's nothing on its taming. But Dark Edge TV did make the base model for it, which I have on screen for you guys right now. And premium mods, so the Edmontonia and Elasmosaurus will have player armor of both creatures, which give fun little armor boosts. We don't know what those armor boosts are, but we do have looks at the armors themselves, and they were done by Charizard. I finally figured out how to say that name right. So both of these look really freaking cool. I get Mad Max like vibes from the Edmontonia armor. I'm not sure what kind of vibes I get from the Elasmosaurus ones. Maybe the bad guy character armored guys from the Aquaman movie, maybe. And they have like these flying fin pieces. I don't know what kind of vibe I get from that one, but it does look really cool. And also by Charizard is the Brachii TLC now has concept art, which I'll have on screen for you guys now. And also, one more thing before I get into the Brachii TLC and really talk about it, the Savage Acro will have new moves when it finally comes out. It is modded only. It will not be coming into the official game because I'm pretty sure YC and Garuga said this himself, and I agree, that Wildcard would probably butcher the crap out of Savage Acro and it wouldn't be as fun as it is already. So that Savage Acro will stay in the modded variant of the Acrocanthosaurus mod, and so as long as you have that downloaded, you will be able to access the Savage Acro and fight it. So there it is there. So with that being said, that is really cool. So the Brachii, I love it. As a designer myself, as a creature designer myself, I love this. I love the turtle shell little pattern on the back. I love how the front arms are appearing more armored than before, because if you guys recall, I don't know if this is going to change, but if you recall with the Brachii that's in game right now, it rears up and you shoot the back legs, and now that the front legs are even more armored, I could see some resistances maybe with those front legs perhaps. But if the taming method does change in some form, I could see maybe needing some kind of like armor piercing rounds or something like that for the back legs, because they do look a little bit more armored than it does in the base game right now, which I'll have a picture up on screen for you guys so you can actually see it. It looks super cool, but also reminder that Brachio originally, and I'll ask Debs and he can clarify it for me, but I believe the original Brachii model for the one that's in the game right now was a purchased asset that was then just tweaked with the mechanics and whatnot. So Brachii was always meant to get a TLC somewhere down the line, and some people call this overly designed. I disagree. Reminder that this is what the Acro used to look like back in ASE. Not to say that the ASE Acro looks bad. It doesn't. It looks amazing. But the TLC for it is above and beyond and is leagues ahead of what we got beforehand, and this is definitely a step in the right direction. I love how beefy he looks, because that's one thing I've always thought about Acro, is that he was always very skinny, and he was very thin theropod. That's not the case anymore with an ASA, which I love. But yeah, this thing, coming back to Brachii here, this thing looks like a tank. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It's great. I love it. And personally, this is not something I would have come up with as far as design is concerned, but I've always loved the idea of combining current world creatures with creatures of the past. Hence the turtle shell and the front arms and whatnot. I really like it. But that is all the news we have for today. I was speaking a little quick there, but hey, we got through the news in a decent amount of time. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I know uploads have been super slow. I'm working on like 4 projects at one time. It is a little overwhelming. I am pacing myself, so don't worry. I'm not over stressing myself with any of the projects, so don't worry. I am taking breaks in between, working on the scripts, getting all the planning. I'm okay. If to anyone who would be concerned. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care and have a good one.